Got it.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another What's Up Wednesday. Today, March 23rd, 2022. We are just around a corner to our huge and important virtual event. So I hope all of you have already registered. We're going to speak a little bit more about that. But again, my name is Adriana Alvarez, head of sales for the Americas, and it's always a pleasure to be here with you every week. And so for today, our agenda, like always, we'll start with a few operation updates, and then we're gonna go quickly into a few subjects that we have already discussed this month, like our monthly promo, our brand new financing option with Klarna, Healy World Meets the World, our online conference, like I just mentioned. Quickly, we're going to touch base on the last requirements for America's Homecoming, and then we're going to go into an introductory video with Dan Jensen about our new compensation plan that is going to be active on April 1st. This call is being recorded, but know that our compensation plan video, we cannot share on online. This is actually an exclusive forum because we share this only with our directors and above. And we wanted to go on here for you to hear from Dan Jensen, but this will be continuous trainings from myself, your leaders, your uplines. So we wanted to make sure that we share with you. So we will stop recording this call right before going into Dan Jensen's video. So understand that. And of course, please join us in every What's Up Wednesday, please, and invite somebody, because next, this upcoming Friday, we have our Healy World Meets the World event, and there's going to be so many announcements, and I'll go more into detail with that. But we're focusing on compensation plan training, fast start training, as well as product training, and all the launches that we will have. So you do not want to miss your What's Up Wednesday and this recording. That's where we're going to touch base. We're going to have Q&A. And like always, we have our customer support team here. Thank you to Jake for responding on the chats, any questions that you may have. So with that said, like always, we love to hear where you're joining us from. And if it's your first time with us, or not, always, we welcome you. But if you're new, of course, we welcome you to our Healy family. And we're so excited to have you here. And we challenge you to always bring at least 1 to 2 people with you to join us here. This is not only our corporate team whenever we have guests, but we also have our council that it's always here present. Terry Perez, Ken Close, and Doc Steve that chime in with any questions or comments and motivation perks for the field. So truly, these are calls that you do not want to miss, or any of your peers to miss. So with that said, I'll pass it over to Jake Barron, our head of operations for the Americas, for any updates that he may have for us.
Thank you, Adriana. Couple important updates for today. Well, first of all, yeah, as Adriana mentioned, we have a couple people from our customer care team helping out in the chat. I believe Miguel's helping out from our tech support team, and I think Ruth or a few other people are in there as well. So we'll be answering questions throughout the chat today. Coil, let's start with Coil as we always do. We're back in stock in both warehouses. So that's the first time we've been able to say that since mid-December. So I'm excited for that. We're shipping out of both warehouses. By the end of today, we'll be caught up on all back orders. So we've received a ton of orders already in just the first week, really, since this has been back available again. So actually, Kelly's helping out with from customer care also in the chat. So look out for her there. But yeah, Coil, so everything will be cleared out after today as far as back orders, including all the people that were waiting for the free gifts for Healy around the world. So those are all going to be out the door by today. So hopefully most of you will have them by Friday when we're having our big global event. Maybe you can open it up and unbox it and set everything up during that event as well. But those are all shipping from Utah, the Healy Around the World ones. So if you are on the East Coast, we do normally ship out of both warehouses, but for this particular gift, everything was done out of one warehouse because of the additional letter and things that goes along with it. So be on the lookout for those. Happy to have Coil back in stock, and they're flying out the door. But we've got more on the way from Germany. So we've got that situation covered fairly well. Also, we had a excellent Tech Tip Tuesday last night. Again, happy to always participate in that with Ken hosting that call along with Freddie Perez, and Miguel helped out in the chat last night as well. I just about 3 minutes ago got last night's call added to our YouTube page, so it's available there for any of you that missed it. We covered a lot of great topics as usual. And tomorrow we are going to have a Healy for beginners and beyond. We haven't had one of those in a few weeks, but we are going to have one tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. You can join that call at experiencehealy.world. And we are going to cover sort of all things master key tomorrow. We're going to go into all the frequently asked questions we get for master key, about backing up the master key, activating another device with a master device, where to save it, what to call it, why is there one master key for an account, even if you have 2, 3, or 4 or more Healys. So all those kind of questions, we're going to get into a lot more detail tomorrow. So please join us on that call. If you have any questions, you'll be able to go ahead and put those into the chat also, and we'll have someone from our tech support team helping out in the chat on that call as well. And let's see, I'm trying to see if there's any other questions here, but that's the main updates I had wanted to share today, Adriana. So
yeah, you do have a few questions that you may have already answered, and I think it's exciting. Like you said, they are flying off the shelves. How many Healys we already sold this in the past week?
Oh, coils, it's well
Coils.
into the thousands.
Imagine that. Like, I mean, it's just been incredible. So
Yeah.
again, make sure that you promote this with your teams, that everybody gets their coil. And thank you for that. Okay. I don't know if you see anything else you want to
I'm going to
address.
Terry just put the link into the chat. Thank you for tomorrow's call, the Healy for Beginners and Beyond, experiencehealy.world. So
that's correct. Okay. Incredible. Thank you so much, Jake. So we're going to jump right in. Again, you have a few more days let's say a week pretty much to take advantage of our March promo, where you can get the holistic for the price of gold, the resonance for the price of holistic, and the professional for the price of a resonance, which is up to over 60% savings on these devices or editions, let's say that. So make sure that, again, you understand that these upgrades from buying a holistic for the price of gold, resonance for the price of holistic, and professional for the price of resonance also have a different personal volume qualification. So for the holistic, since it is at a discounted price, you get 250 PV. For the resonance, 500 PV. And for the professional, 700 PV. Now, if you are in the fast start period, then you are able to earn cash bonuses. And those are based on those discounted prices as well. So for the resonance at the price of holistic, you get 25 euros cash bonus. And for the professional, for the price of resonance, it is 50 euros. So again, just keep that in mind. Don't be surprised. As it is a great promotion to help you get more volume and be able to reach more new customers and members versus just the one sale that you may have for a professional. Now, last week, we announced really exciting new financing option. So now when you go into your shop, or a new customer, member, etc., when they go to checkout, they will have a Klarna option, which is our financing option. And we will have two different options. It is a paying for interest-free, which is a bi-weekly payment. And we also have a monthly financing. With the paying for, it means that your payment will be split in 4 payments, and you can spread the cost of your purchase. Now, they will ask you to enter your credit or debit card, except we do not accept, or Klarna does not accept American Express. So make sure that you know that, and you can say that to your new customers. There is no interest added or any added fees to this payment as well. Now, there is a soft credit check on this paying for. So know that depending on your history, they might split it in different amounts. But again, you will be able to see that and be approved immediately before you make a choice if you move forward with those payments or not. Then secondly, we have a monthly financing, and that goes is as low as 0% APR, depending on your credit, of course, and it can go up to 24-month financing. And I'm going to give you the quick breakdown of those options with the monthly financing. This as well is a very simple 2-step application. You get instant decision. And for this one, of course, you will need to enter your last 4 of your social security number, and this will be based on your credit as well. So the paying for is available for anybody whose total balance is between $200 up to $1,700. Now, I have had the question asked recently this week by multiple, oh, well, financing, Klarna doesn't seem to be taking orders in Hawaii. We have the option of monthly financing, but unfortunately, the pay-in for is not available in Hawaii at this point due to local laws, etc. Now, for monthly financing, that can be from any order between 500 up to 10,000. So if your total balance is between 500 to 1,000, you have the option to go for a 12-month financing. If it is between 1,000 to 2,000, you have 12-month financing, and between 2 to 10,000, it is 24-month financing. Now, Klarna is a third-party company. They work with many other companies, so maybe you already have a financing plan with Klarna. So mind you that those balances are already added up with, and if you already took a loan from Klarna. And this is up to multiple orders. So if you decide to upgrade later on or add on different devices, this goes into that same balance. Now, you are not tied to do it up to 12 months, up to 18 or 24 months. You can pay it as fast as you want to do it. So with that said, do we have Mohammed in the house?
He's here.
Hi,
Yes,
Mohammed. So Mohammed
Hello.
Shaheen has been in two of our last calls. He was introduced, and last week he gave some great announcements, which we're gonna just follow up on today. He's our new head of marketing for the Americas and working also on global branding for us in marketing. So we're always delighted to have you, Mohammed. And we have just 3 more days for our exciting Friday, March 25th. I mean, I'm going to do an entire setup in my house, TV, everything. I am so excited. This is going to be the best Netflix show for me. So Mohammed, tell us a little bit more about all of this exciting news.
Yeah, I think you guys are already excited based on what Adriana mentioned. I can feel the positive vibes. So just we are ruffling 50 Healy Holistics and 50 Healy watches. So your ticket is your chance. So if you're not yet like registered, if you did not buy the ticket, please go ahead, because the expectation is, to be honest, is to the roof. Like, we have new products that will be launched, new solution. I don't want to burn it out, but we are really excited that you will hear great news on it. It's 3 hours of amazing information, including our founders, our owners, and great guest speakers, trainings, top offers exclusively for every person on the event. So yeah, take advantage, and we trust it will be like an amazing evening for everyone. And we're preparing a lot of good news during and even after the event. So stay tuned and get your ticket. Thank you, Adriana.
Absolutely. No, thank you, Mohammed. And we had a big boost between Friday and Saturday in ticket sales. It kind of stayed a little bit even, just maybe 10 plus per Saturday and Sunday. So time to pick up those numbers again, start exciting your teams during your calls, following up on this, because again, they, like Mohammed said, for them to participate with all of these amazing offers and raffles that we're going to have, they need to be personally registered. Now, we announced that we had the early bird special that ended on the 18th. So that's also, some people are coming, well, you said it was 20 euros. Now I see it's 32 euros. That's exactly right. We had extended the early bird special to begin. I believe it was till the 12th, and then we extended it to the 18th. So now it is at the 32 euros pricing plus VAT. Now, like Mohammed expressed, we were going to have Marcus Mika, we're going to have Christian Halper, but on top of that, we have Nuno Nina, we have Carolyn McMakin, we have incredible leaders that are going to be with us, as well as a network marketing motivational speaker. I mean, for 32 euros, you guys are getting a bargain, a total bargain. You can spend 32 euros in a dinner. This is going to be feeding your brain and your teams to what more than a meal will do for you. So think about what you are investing in your business and what this could really flourish to be. So if you are getting together, some of you have local teams, local friends, or even Healy customers, make sure this is for members only, and they need to register. So even if you do it in a big room like I am, and hopefully we get some people to be together and have a little gathering, Healy gathering, make sure that everybody has their tickets so they can participate in the giveaways and on the promotions announced on this. So again, hint, Nuno Nina, Carolyn McMakin. I don't think I need to go more in detail on that. You know what that means. And we know how much, I mean, what the value of having them in our board is, and what they brought into Healy, and what they can bring into this session that we're going to have together. So make sure you truly invest this Friday evening on yourself. Some of you asked me, what are the times? So for Asia Pacific, it is 7 p.m. Singapore time. Then for EMEA, so Europe and Eastern Africa, that is at 7 p.m. CET. And for the Americas, it will be at 7 p.m. Eastern time this upcoming Friday. So make sure you register for the one that you want to attend. Now, these are all going to be translated live in multiple languages. So for us in the Americas, I know it's a big deal to have not only Spanish, but also some Asian speaking languages. And that is going to be available for all 3 regions. So even if you think your language is going to be spoken, whether it's German or European language or Asian languages, and you think you need to attend those times for them, you don't have to, because for the Americas, it will be translated in those languages as well. So really important for you to promote that, so they don't have to wake up at 3 in the morning to attend Asia Pacific, or having in the middle of the day for APAC, and of course, getting the right information for them for the Americas. So I want to hear on here who's going to be joining me. Jake, myself, and I believe in Mohammed, we're going to be on the chat supporting you, live supporting you on this call. So make sure you join us on Friday evening. Let us know here who we're going to see and who we need to say a personal hello during our Friday event.
Adriana,
yeah.
Before you, there's several people have asked in the chat where you go to actually join the meeting, because you get the email confirmation and there's a code. So you just go back to meethealy.world, and at the time of the event, I don't know exactly how it actually look, but you'll be able to, you put in that unique code that you were sent, and that's how you log in to view the event at the time that it starts.
And when you
Yes,
go to
so-
that website, Jake, when you go to that website, you can go there now, but if you've bought a ticket, there'll be a little start button, and you click on the start button, and that'll open a window to put your code into the box, and that's how you join. So
That's exactly right. But again, everybody has a unique code. So if you say, hey, Ken, I want you to join me on this event. Here's my login code. Go for me. That's not going to be possible. It is one device only, and it's specific to that account. So again, that is what ties you to these specific promotions and the attendees. So know that you cannot be sharing that login. If for any reason you did not receive or you haven't seen that confirmation email, make sure you check your spam. And if you do not have it, just make sure that you write to the support email. And if you do not get a response, please email me and I'll make sure that you get your individual personalized login code.
there's also, when you do buy your tickets, remember there are different regions. So if you're in US, buy the US one. I made that mistake. I bought two from a different region. But anyway, make sure you are in your region and purchase the proper ticket for that region, so you're in that right room.
Absolutely. And again, I believe the translation will be at the moment you log in, you will have the language choice that you prefer, and you'll be able to choose, and that's how you will see it streaming on your end. So it's not during registration time. It's once you log in that you will be able to choose. Okay. So moving forward, again, I won't go into detail with this. We had it on our recording from last week. We have a brand new program that Marcus Schmieke gave to all of us who have the power of 3, and that is the Rebalance Plus. So it will be under the power of 3 program. Make sure you go in there. It should have been all of you should be upgraded at this point, and you'll be able to see conflict balance, defense support, and friendly flora. Now, this is a program specifically to rebalance a person bioenergetic field after experiencing a stressful event. We know we're going to through so much right now in our world and our in every way possible. So I'm sure this will be helpful for all of us because it addresses stressful events, including emotional situation, such as breakups of partnership, loss of a loved one, and it can also refer, for example, to a vaccination. Now, you received a newsletter around 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago where it explain, and it had a video personally from Marcus Schmieke, and we streamed that last week. So if you missed it, please go onto our YouTube channel or into our Telegram group to watch the replay, because he really goes into the results of this study and how this program truly helped the different groups. So I'm going fast here, but because I want to make sure we touch on our compensation plan today. Healy Americas Homecoming. Again, we have just how many days? We have 7 days left to qualify for America's Homecoming. If you're already qualified, right on here. We want to congratulate you already. We're so excited to celebrate with all of you. And we are so excited that we actually extended a new qualification for you to be able to qualify in the month of March. We know some of you had life happens, and maybe January or February, you weren't able to maybe achieve exactly what you were aiming for, but we were able to get a bigger space, and we want more of you to be able to join us. So we added this new qualification in the month of March, where we will first double the points for your downline volume just for the month of March, and only for homecoming qualification. That's another question I've had recently. Well, does this mean you're doubling my downline volume, so now I get paid as, etc. title? No, this is just for homecoming qualifications. This is not for your paid as or for your rank qualifications on your back office. This is something we're tracking manually, and I will show you what that looks like. But if you have not yet achieved executive manager and you're aiming to do so this month, please do it, because if you achieve it in the month of March and you have sold a holistic or above device, you get this special invitation to come to our homecoming event. Now, if you have already achieved a higher career title from executive team manager, so let's say director or above, you also have the opportunity to qualify in the month of March with the sale of a holistic or above for the month, and you also get invited. So again, this is with double your downline volume. So for example, and of course you get the chance to earn the VIP by achieving your rank advancement or to executive team manager or above. And if you do it for the 3 months, you get the VIP. Now, I want to show you this because then you will say, well, what do I need to achieve? So for executive team manager and to qualify for this event, you will need 0 personal subscription volume, 1 rolling device in the last 3 months, so either this current month or the 2 prior. And instead of 7,000 in downline volume, since we're gifting you that double volume, it is 3,500 in downline volume. 1 enrollment leg that needs to have at least 2,000 in that leg volume and 0 outside volume. This is for everybody that is in the transition phase. Now, if you join Healy after July of 2021, you will need, again, 2 rolling devices. So it's 2 devices sold in the period of the last 3 months, including this month, 3,500 in downline volume, 2 enrollment legs, which each one has to have 2,000. But again, we are making sure that we take care of you. So go after this. We are wanting to have as many of you join us, and we're super, super, super excited. Now, if you have any personal questions, I've had some of you reach out to me saying, hey, I want to make sure that I am in the right track for the homecoming. I understand what my dashboard says, but I want to make sure that I don't lose this month or if I already qualified. Again, send me an email. Rick Elganes, which he's here also. He's been working really hard on getting all of these reports, manual reports, to make sure that we're tracking all of your success on a daily basis and even prior to closing. So check your emails, because as soon as you're officially qualified, we are sending you a congratulatory email with more details about the event. So again, we are super duper excited and we can't wait for you to join us in Orlando. The dates are May 11th for the VIP. And then the 12th and the 13th, the 12th will be the inauguration, the gala event. And also the 13th will be the training in person with Marcus Schmieke and Carolyn McNagan. So you don't want to miss this, guys, honestly. Now, we are about to go into our compensation plan segment. But before we do so, please know that if you just joined this call or been watching the recording, we said we cannot record Dan Jensen's piece, which we are just about to go into, that lasts around 26 minutes. So we're right on time. But in the meantime, please make sure that you mark your calendars and you join every single WhatsApp Wednesday, because we're going to be diving into the compensation plan. But we have 2 videos available for you. One is the compensation plan changes that will be in effect as of April 1st, and then the transition guide plans that are current. As you can see here on the screen, one is 10 minutes and 42 seconds. The other one is 6 minutes and 11 seconds. So they're short, they're sweet. So take your time to go on there, and you are obviously welcome to share those with your team members and have everybody align before April 1st. But with that said, we have our local events, but we also have our March 25th. Again, make sure you get your ticket. Our early bird special ended, so it's now at 32 euros. And also mark your calendars, because we have our global frequency and friends on April 1st at 6 p.m. CET, which is 12 p.m. Eastern time. And we are going to have even more announcements there. I mean, we have a full agenda. It's 3 hours on Friday, but we have even more news coming on April 1st because we always have goodies and news for you on the 1st of the month. So mark your calendars for both. Again, the invitation for Global Frequencies and Friends will be posted soon. You need to RSVP for that one, I believe, but obviously there is no cost. Only for the conference that is on the 25th. So with that said, we thank you for being here on our recording. We will stop our recording, but we will continue this meeting to share with you our compensation plan video. Have a great week, and I will see all of you on this recording on March 25th. Have a great day.